Hi everybody, it's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from Iter McLean. It is getting ready to storm real hard outside, but don't worry, we'll get just as wet from sweat inside during today's Tabata HIIT workout. I do recommend that you get some weights. We're going to use those for a couple of our different sets. We start in just about 2 minutes. Grab some water, put on your favorite music, and I'll see you then. I knew you would like some peanut action. Those are sad. You got it. Okay, hello to everyone or anyone out there. Let's get ready to push ourselves. Oh my gosh, starting with some just nice little shoulder rolls. Wow. How was your weekend? I decided to start doing, oh my gosh. I'm so sore I can't even think of the word. I decided to start doing some jump rope, change direction of those shoulder circles. And wow, my shoulders are so sore just from so much of being contracted doing this. All right, just a couple more shoulder rolls, keeping this nice lateral side to side step tap going. Great, go ahead, plant your feet on the floor, ground those feet down, take a nice big reach over to the right hand side and then to the left hand side. You can either just relax your fingers down towards the floor, finding a little extra stretch as you reach down the opposite thigh, or if you need to have your hand at your waist to feel a little bit more supported as you find a nice big side stretch. 2 more each side. Last one. And then we're going to go for a forward reach and sweep. So rotating your body to the side as if you're a cat, just knocking things off of a desk, rotating the foot of the same arm, then sweeping everything off the desk. Starting to engage that abdominal core, draw your belly in, use your breath. You can even push instead of sweeping to the side. 4 more each side. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Yay. Okay, let's go ahead and give ourselves a nice little press back with a bit of a hamstring curl / glute kickback. So instead of just bringing my heel up towards my glute, I'm pressing my heel behind me as if I'm shutting the door for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring your right foot forward, bring that left foot back, come into a lunge. Work to get that back heel down towards the floor, twin that back foot at a 45-degree angle. Inhale your arms up overhead and press up into your back foot onto the ball of the foot. Exhale, come on back down into the lunge. Try to keep your hips squared to the top of the mat. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Inhale, up, exhale, down. For 5, 4, 3. Find a little bit of a bend in your front leg. Oh no, my phone's not charging. Okay, we're gonna turn around and get the other side. I'm gonna fix my phone here. Welcome to the view of my hand. Okay, let's hope that worked. Oh my gosh, today, what a day. All right, so we had our right foot forward. This time we're gonna have our left foot forward, right foot back. Find a bend in that left knee. Turn your hips towards the top of the mat. Inhale up, exhale down. Pulling those shoulders down away from your ears for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay, go ahead, turn sideways. Inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale your arms down in length with your body. We're just gonna hinge forward and tap our opposite toe. Think about stretching through the crown of your head to the wall in front of you, pulling your shoulders away from your ears and engaging those shoulder blades together. Nice little back fly each time you raise your hands for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, relax your fingers down to the floor. Shift a little bit more weight forward towards your toes so that your hips are stacked on top of your heels. Bring the weight back into your heels as you squat down and lift up. Squat and lift. 3 more. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Awesome. Slowly, gently roll yourself up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Shake it out. Let me show you what's going to go on for move number 1. Move number 1, we've got bicep curls with an around the world lunge. We're going to break down the around the world lunge to do 1 time forward lunge bicep curls for the whole 20 seconds, 1 time side lunge, 1 time reverse lunge, and then the 4th time through on the same side, you'll go forward, side, and back. Awesome. Grab whatever weights work for you today. Please be smart for your body. If you don't have any weights, you can still just work to contract your bicep as if you were pressing up 100 pounds, the way that you would need to squeeze and engage. And even if you have weights in your hands, I want you to do the same thing. I'm gonna start kind of light because I have done a lot of jumping rope and I'm feeling sore. All right, we start in 3, 2, 1. So you got a forward lunge, weight in your front heel, back ball of the foot, and then stand back up as you come down. Find that bicep curl, or if you need to, come on down, and then find your focus in your bicep curl. We got a couple lunges in today's workout. You're welcome. 3, 2, you made it. First 20 seconds done. Let's go ahead to the side. 3, 2, 1. Now, if you are not in the mood for a full lunge today, you can just do a little step out to the side. I want you to think about shifting your hips towards the back of the room so that your knee's not coming past your toes. Or you can come to that big side lunge, same thing, pressing the inner and outer edges of that left foot to the floor. Take your break. Yay, next up is that back lunge. Make sure you have those shoulders rolled down and back, chest as open as you can, and begin. So back lunge, bicep curl, or you can do them both at the same time. Finding your lunge first and then going for your curl. Option to do a hammer curl as well. It can really help with your stability and balance here. Take a break. All right, this next one up, we're gonna go forward, side, and then back around the world. 3, 2, 1. Keep it up. 3, 2, you made it. You made it through the right side. Next up is the left side. Forward lunge first, bicep curls, and begin. Make sure as you step forward, You're not just keeping the weight in the toes of the foot that's stepping forward. Do your best to really press up and return in one swift move. Take a break. As opposed to stepping out and baby stepping your way in. Where can you step out to begin, where you can also press up. So maybe you don't get to go quite as low, and that's totally okay. Remember, you're sending your hips, what's on the floor, towards the back of the room. Oh my God. 3, 2, 1. Wow. All right, next up we got that back lunge and a bicep curl. 3, 2, 1, begin. Back lunge, back knee down towards the floor if you can. We're just going for that step back and curl. If you're just stepping back, you might even be able to move a little bit faster, but don't lose this squeeze of your biceps. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Last one, we got that around the world, then we get a nice quick little break. 3, 2, 1, left leg around the world. Forward to the side and behind. Whoa. Just 20 seconds of work. Find that steady pace you can keep. 3, 2, 1. Yay! Round 1 is done. Ooh. You can put your weights down. We will now be using them for round 2. All right, shake it off, shake it out. Next up, we're doing some jumping jacks. We're gonna do our jumping jacks forward with arms forward, then towards the back, and then arms out to the side, just to shoulders height. You can go higher if you want to. You don't have to, as the forward one is just coming up. But if you want to find that extra range of motion and challenge your shoulders a little bit more and that feels good for you, then go for it. All right, if you're not into jumping today, you get to just step forward, step out, step forward, and step out. If you're going for the steps, think about changing which leg you lead with, either every other time or halfway through. I will do my best to remind you. Where did I put the timer? It's right here on the floor. All right, jumping jacks or fast feet start in 3, 2, 1. So either forward and back with that belly nice and tight, light on those toes, or forward, back, in and out. Halfway. 3, 2, 1. All right, on this move, you really are working to find that speed. We didn't have as much speed in the last move, but this one is all about getting that pace and keeping it. Begin. Just 20 seconds to work. Belly tight. Shoulders down, away from your ears. Make sure you're still breathing. Sorry, downstairs neighbor. I'm sorry. All right, gonna jump every other one. Remember, if you are doing every other fast feet, change which foot moves first. Here we go. Forwards and back. Everyone's getting that forward, back, in and out motion. Try to actually traverse some space. Take a break. I believe we are halfway. 3, 2, 1. Stay light on those toes. As soon as you touch down, you are moving again. To the best of your ability. Take a break. Remember, if you don't have to worry about somebody below you, find some real distance forward and back and out wide. Here we go. Begin again. Did you change which foot you're leading with? Just if you're not doing those jacks. If you're doing fast feet, can you take a bend to your knees and get those hips a little bit lower? Take a break. Three, two, one, begin. As fast as you can, find that speed. Make sure you're finding that forward and back. All right, take a break. Almost there, you guys. 3, 2, 1, begin. Remember, if you're doing fast feet, you're getting a little bit low. Forward and back. 3, 2, you made it. All right, we got one more, you guys. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Final round of jacks. You've got this. Keep those eyes focused. Keep that breath steady. You made it! Yay! All right, grab that water. What's next? Coming back to some lunges. We're gonna stress those legs out, optionally, because the next move is gonna be an overhead tricep extension. We're gonna mess around with the range of motion that we're doing our tricep extension. So we got 8 different rounds. First 2 rounds, it's gonna be a full range of motion. So with your arms up, biceps by your ears, getting those knuckles close towards your shoulders, and then pressing up, squeezing those biceps. That'll be round 1 and 2. Round 3 and 4 will just be to forearms in line with the ceiling. Rounds 5 and 6 will be from the top down towards the middle, and then 7 and 8 will be that full range of motion again. If you want to, why? This is so frustrating. Sorry, you guys, it's telling me my phone is not charging, but I know my phone's charging because I have it plugged in for charging. Okay, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Okay, if you want to work a little bit harder, you can be in a lunge during this move. You know what? Let me just get my other phone charger. Not like this other charger is so great, but today has been weird. I would rather at least give it a try. The best we can do is try, right? Okay, so coming into those lunges with tricep extensions. If you want to do the lunge, we're just gonna hang out here in the lunge the whole time and do that tricep extension. That way, if you need to stand up, you stand up. But an option to give yourself an extra little challenge, because after this, we're gonna lay down on the floor and do some abs. So you'll be able to forget about how hard you worked. Okay, grab the weight that you would like to start working with. 3, 2, 1. So arms up by your side. Option to be in this lunge, full range of motion, overhead tricep extension. Belly tight. If you're in the lunge, weight is in your front heel, back ball of the foot. Take a break. Yay, see, that wasn't so bad, right? All right, same thing. 3, 2, 1. Remember, you don't have to be in a lunge if you don't want to be. We're focusing on the squeeze of the triceps. Sometimes just doing something else can be a nice distraction. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Hopefully you have some good music going on also. All right, next up we got 2 more lunges on the right side, but this is our first half range of motion from the bottom to the middle, and begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Same thing. One more time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Just that half range of motion. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right, we're going to switch which leg we're lunging with. We're going to switch to the other half of the range of motion. So from to the sky to halfway, begin right now. You can come into as deep of a lunge as you want to. Really try, if you're in that lunge, just square your hips forward. To keep the weight in your front heel. Back ball of the foot. Take a break. Who's starting to feel it in those triceps, even if you're not using the heaviest of weights? Just finding that squeeze. 3, 2, begin again. Same thing, half range of motion. All right, 2 left, you guys, with that full range of motion this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. More than halfway. Keep breathing, you've got this. 3, 2, 1. One more to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay, we made it, you guys. All right, bring a weight with you for the next move on the floor. It can be your lighter weight. It can be no weight. Next up, we've got our toe tap, scissors, pass. Okay. Whoa. All right, toe tap, scissors, pass. So coming down to the mat, bringing a weight, if you can, if you have one. Oh my gosh, my body. So tired. Yes. Legs up towards the ceiling. You're gonna go for 1 tap, 1 scissors, pass each side, so that you're coming down between each move, giving yourself the opportunity to really contract up and down and then up for your scissor. Yay, that's the whole move. If you need to take a modification and you need to have your knees in tabletop, you can have your knees in tabletop and still go for toe taps towards the floor instead of passing below your legs, which might be a little bit challenging if your knees are bent. Find what works for you today. First round starts. It's gonna bring a lighter weight nearby. 3, 2, one. Here we go. All right, are you challenging yourself? Maybe doing this first set with a heavier weight. I want you to think about as you lift yourself up off of the mat that the ab work is happening as you're crunching your lower rib towards your hip. But I also want you to think about keeping that chin, take a break, neutral towards your chest, so you're not lifting your chin up toward the ceiling and putting extra stress on your neck. 3, 2, begin. Need be, you can always keep your head down on the floor while you're doing this pass. Be a little bit easier on yourself. But if you don't need to, if you can work a little bit harder and get those shoulders lifted, it's going to be a little bit deeper of a contraction. Take a break. Enjoy your breath. 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Tap up, come down, then up, and a little bit of a scissor. Just passing the weight around the ankles as high up as you can get of both legs. And then back down. Take a break. I know, you thought it'd be easy, right? But depending on what weight you're using, this can be very challenging. Begin again. Keep it up, you guys. So close. Oh, you made it. Just breathe it out. Couple more rounds, and we're on to something else. Begin. That's the great thing about Tabata. If you love a move, it's 4 minutes. If you hate a move, it's 4 minutes. And then you're doing something else. Take a break. Also, all these awesome built-in breaks gives you a chance to really push yourself for those 20 seconds. Is that what you're doing? Find out right now. Find that extra crunch. Lower ribs towards your hip. Take a break. Maybe that means an extra little stretch up towards the ceiling. Use your breath. Use that exhale to decrease this space and find that reach. Begin. Oh my gosh, we're almost there, you guys. Last 2 rounds. Ankle buck. You have woken. We're working out. Do you want to join us? Do you want to join us, Uncle Buck? We're on the floor. I know you love when we're on the floor. Yes. Okay, here we go. Last one. Bye. Keep it up. So close. You made it. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Let's take a moment down here on the floors and just bring those knees in towards your chest. Pull your shoulders away from your ears, stretching your elbows towards the floor. Gently tuck your chin to your chest. Who cares if you're giving yourself double or triple chins? You're getting as much of your neck and back vertebrae flat on the mat, supported. Let's take 3 more breaths right here. Nice work. All right. What's up next? Look. Move number 5. We've made it to move number 5. All right, we've got our down dog to mountain climber. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you move, Uncle Buck? That would be great. You don't need any weights for this one. We are going to set ourselves up in that awesome plank position. So starting with your hands, palms underneath of your shoulders, walk your feet back, and then you're sending your hips up towards the ceiling. You can open your feet a little bit wider to find that nice stable base, but you're really pressing into your hands, palms, and spiraling your inner thighs back. You're gonna come forward and bring your knee towards your elbow, and then just step your foot back, alternating each time. If you need a modification, you can just be right here on your hands, palms, and tabletop, and just bring one knee towards your elbow, taking out the down dog, especially if you're having any trouble with your wrist. All right, you guys, 4 minutes. Let's see what we can do. 3, 2, 1. So in your plank, hips up towards the ceiling, mountain climber, and then back up. If you want, you can even hold it for a couple of seconds. You decide what kind of challenge you're giving yourself today. Do you want to do that fast-paced? Take a break. High heart rate cardio workout, or are you going for a little bit more strength? Up to you. 3, 2, 1. Hips to the sky. Maybe you're going to bring your knees someplace else this time. Maybe crossing the body underneath, getting a little bit more into the obliques. Maybe going for knees towards your nose. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. If you want, you can take your break in down dog. Personally, I don't want. 3, 2, 1. Really work to send those hips up. Way to go, you guys. This is round 3. Take your break. Next up, halfway point. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hips up. Now we do have a plank happening here. So when you're in your plank, what's happening with your back foot? Where is your heel? Are you bringing the weight forward so that your heel stacks on top of the ball of the foot? Or do you still have your, take a break, heel towards the back of the mat? See if you can bring that weight forward a little bit more to get your heel and the ball of the foot in line. 3, 2, here we go. You're more than halfway. Also, that way you're bringing your hands, palms back underneath of those shoulders. Instead of having your hands forward, which we definitely have while our hips are up for down dog. Take a break. Four, 3, 2, 1. Remember, you can move as fast as you want, or you can take that hold, find that extra little squeeze. This is your workout. You're challenging yourself. As long as you feel challenged, take a break. That's all that really matters. Everyone's body is different. Challenge to me might mean something very different to you. 3, 2, here we go. More than halfway. 3, 2, 1. Definitely more than halfway, right? All right, we've got one more round to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you made it. Take that break. Take those hands out. We got 2 more moves. Let's see if we got time for them both. We're gonna do our best. All right, we're gonna stand up again. This next one is a balancing move. Not gonna use any weights for this one. We're gonna go for a back lunge into balancing stick. So again, your back lunge can be as deep or shallow as honors your body today, but just some sort of coming with a bend in your front knee to lifting yourself up to the straightest line you can be. So maybe that just means literally coming back into balance here, and maybe you can really hinge forward at the hips and find that nice straight line, a little bit of a Romanian single leg deadlift kind of happening action, strength-wise, just balance. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the left leg planted, right leg is gonna step behind for our lunge and stick. 3, 2, 1. Having your hands at your hips here can help you balance-wise. Bringing your hands to your chest, it's gonna make things a little bit more challenging. Bringing your arms up overhead, it's gonna be the most challenging because you have to engage your core a little bit more, whoa, to keep those arms up overhead. Take a break. Round 1's done. 3, 2, 1. Do your best to come back into your lunge with control. And you also use a little bit of control as you press off of your back foot so it doesn't seem like you're launching a rocket. 3, 2, take a break. And another thing to think about is as you come into your balancing stick, keeping your hips squared down to the ground instead of rotating to the side. Try it right now. You might need to modify those hands to focus a little bit more on the alignment of your hips. Remember, it doesn't matter how far you come down here, you're working to be in the straightest line you can be from your head to your toe. 3, 2, 1, take a break. One more with the right leg going back. 3, 2, begin. Remember, squaring those hips to the floor, so just take notice. If you were starting to open up towards the side, just rotate that forward. Weight is in your front heel, not the ball of the foot. Take a break. Yay, now we're gonna switch to that left leg going back. As you come into balancing stick, you do start to put a little bit more pressure into your big toe, pinky toe. Begin again, but then make sure that you transfer it back into your heel as you come down into your lunge. Can you pull your shoulders away from your ears even if you have your arms up overhead? 2, 1, take your break. 3, 2, 1. As deep of a lunge as you can do, as balanced of a stick as you can be. Three, 2, 1. Nice work. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Really just working to be in that straight line. So maybe you remember your straight line might be just standing up. Better to be a straight line than to be a balancing stick right here. Be the straightest line you can be. You have one more opportunity. Don't get all crunchy just because we're close to the end. 3, 2, find that modification that works for you, even if you have to bring your hands to your hips. There is nothing wrong with bringing your hands to your hips. Having your hands on your hips just allows you to focus a little bit more on so many other things. You made it. Awesome. We're going to hit the floor. We got one last move today, you guys. One last move, and then we can stretch it out down at the floor. All right. We're going to go for our X and O crunch. We're just going to get right into it. We have like 7 minutes to go and 4 minutes of work. All right, so exhale. Oh, so challenged over here. All right, arms come out into a big X, and then you bring it all together into boat pose for O. If you can't come into a full boat pose, that's okay. You can maybe just come into one leg lifted. Let's work it out together as we get going. 3, 2, 1, begin. All right, so ideally, everything is lifting up, crunching in at the same time. You can take a moment to relax by bringing your heels down towards the floor between each set, and you're working to move with control. Think about those arms like being a snow angel. Coming, take a break, out towards the side, instead of just coming up from overhead and launching you up like that rocket. 3, 2, 1. So a little bit more of an opportunity to get into your shoulders. Now, if you can't get both legs up at the same time, think about just bringing that one leg into boat pose, knee towards your chest. Each time, you can switch it up each time you come through, or you can switch it up on the next round. Up to you. I'm not there. Take a break. I mean, I'm there. Oh my gosh. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful big snow angels. Getting a little bit of the chest activated as well. I'm just like bumping my hands into things here. I have a friend I work out with sometimes on Zoom. She lives with her mom. Take a break. I mean, she lives with her mom. They built a house together. It's gorgeous, but their basement is so big. It's so big. I'm so jealous. Begin again. Like, oh my, you could do like wind sprints in the basement. This is the largest free space I have in my apartment, and I have to move the coffee table every time I teach class. Awesome. All right, what's happening with your chest while you're doing this one too? I want you to really think about as you lift up, like a string is lifting that chest sternum up. Begin again, so that you can do your best to come up lifted, as opposed to coming up rounded. None of this rounding. So chest lifted, back active. Even if you have to keep your heels on the floor, even if you have to bend your knees and bring those arms around, and then just tap towards your knees. All right, you guys. We got like 3 rounds to go. 3, 2, 1. So if you need something easier, you can keep those feet grounded on the floor. And press a little bit more into your heels to help lift yourself up. You get to focus, if that's you, on bringing yourself down one vertebrae at a time, but finding that lift, staying open in your lift. Take a break. Oh, it's storming, you guys. 3, 2, 1. Last 2 rounds. Push yourself. Maybe try the hardest thing. See if you can surprise yourself. And if you couldn't, that's okay. Then you can always take one of the many modifications we've talked about today. Single leg, heels on the ground. Take a break. 1 more to go. Chop, chop. Begin. Use that exhale to drive those knees towards your chest. Yay, you made it. Okay, lower yourself down. Once again, draw your knees in towards your chest. Feet relaxed side by side. Just give yourself some circles. As big as you want. Maybe you're rolling even towards your side body a little bit in your circles. Working to massage those love handles. What? You don't have love handles. All right, go ahead. Change the direction of those circles. Nice. Bring your feet down. Stretch your arms out to the side. Extend your left leg out. Roll over towards your left hip and bring your right leg up and over the left side of your body. You can continue facing your right leg, just working to keep your right shoulder down towards the mat, focusing more on the twist, especially as you draw that right knee a little closer up towards the right hand or elbow and stretch through the left heel. If you want an extra little bit of twist, turning your chin towards that right shoulder. Just coming into as deep of a stretch that you can still breathe in. So if you found that bringing all of that extra made your breath feel labored, come back to where things felt a little bit more comfortable and just relaxing your twist right there. Oh my gosh, it's like the miracle of Hanukkah that the juice on my phone lasted this whole class. Gently roll over onto your back, extend your right leg, bend your left leg up, roll over towards your right hip and bring your left side over the right. Work with your breath to relax your left shoulder down towards the mat, and this is all just about our anatomy. So, you know, for me, I'm pretty flexible. It's easy for me to get both shoulders on the mat and find my twist, just depending on how tight you are, what kind of sports you're into, how long it's been since you've had a regular stretching routine. This might not be possible for you today, and that's okay. Come back tomorrow. Go ahead, turn your chin towards the left shoulder if that feels good for you. Just as deep into the stretch as you can still comfortably breathe. All right, roll back over onto your back. Bring those arms up overhead. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, quickly sit up. Reach for those toes. Just finding the stretch that feels good for you. It is 5:15, so if you need to run away, you are welcome to the rest of your afternoon. But if you have a moment to just continue the stretch, go ahead, bring your left leg in, fold that left leg in. We'll take a little twist right here again. Stretching through that right heel, flexing those toes back towards your face. Let's see. Make sure you can see me. Awesome. Let's go ahead and switch. Take your left leg out, fold that right leg in, and then gently turn and twist over that left leg. So important to really make the time to stretch. You make the time to work out, and so frequently you're like, bam, bam, I'm done. Like, that was good. I'll just walk it off for a second. Make sure you're pulling those shoulders away from your ears. But do you really find the time to stretch? Because it makes such a difference to create those nice, long, lean muscles to start to work out that lactic acid. Okay. Gonna make it a little bit more challenging, so we're gonna roll towards the right thigh. You're gonna bring that left leg behind you for some pigeon. So either you have your right foot, like maybe your right shin is in line with your knee, or maybe your right heel is pointing all the way towards your left hip. Mine is. You can lift yourself up here. Use those hands to help you with balance as much as you need to. And then change, roll over. Switch those legs. You can even windshield wipe your knees to just relieve any stress that might have built. And we're going to fold that left leg down, and we're going to bring our right leg behind us. Bring your hands in front of that right shin and just roll towards it. Just the best that you can today in some sort of hip opening pigeon posture. Hi, Freddie. Hi, Fred. We should have an African gray posture. Where could we have a posture where there's a bird who's sometimes really mean but loves to eat peanuts? What would that posture look like? Awesome. Okay, go ahead. Come into tabletop just for a moment. Tuck your toes under. Send your hips up towards the ceiling. Walk your hands to your feet and your feet to your hands. And with that generous bending your knees and your belly actually touching on your thighs. So as generous of a bending your knees as you need to get your belly on your thighs. Not hands all the way forward and extra rounding of the back without belly on thighs. You're just going to bend one knee, then the other. Shake those hips out. Shake your head out. Yes and no. And then slowly roll yourself up. Inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale, relax your arms down. Give yourself a big hug. Yay! Thank yourself for coming. Thank yourself for sticking around for an extra couple minutes just to stretch it out.
have an awesome Monday, and I will see you later this week.